So we're out here camping at St Regis Pond, and the adventure for today is to go hike St Regis Fire Tower. And it involves a series of portages through Green Pond, Little Long Pond, Bear Pond, through Bog Pond, and then you enter Upper St Regis Lake, and you hit what's known as the Roosevelt Trailhead. We've done it from the other trailhead off of Keys Mill Road, but we're going to do it from the Roosevelt Trailhead today. It's St Regis Mountain Fire Tower from St Regis Pond. Alright, off to do St Regis Fire Tower. It's a little breezy and cold today, in the middle of August. But that's what you get in the Adirondacks. Alright, we're coming out of St Regis. We're going into Green Pond. This is the first portage of, I think, 5 or 6 portages we gotta do here. Yeah. Let me get up. Alright, so this is Green Pond. Now we're heading to Little Long Pond east. Wonder what makes it green. Maybe some copper, I don't know.
Algae.
Algae.
There's another one over there.
That's a kingfisher. They're awesome. They can fly like crazy. They'll dive in the water. Remember, there's a hill. You gotta go up and over a hill.
I remember this one.
How is it, Sandy? Does anybody need some food right now?
Yeah, I should probably have a quick break here, honey.
So Little Long Pond East. This is a cool little pond. There's some good campsites on this pond. You should see a white sign soon. That's where we're heading, up there to St Regis. We're heading through Little Long right now. We gotta go through Little Long into Bear Pond and then Bog Pond. Alright, we're just leaving Little Long Pond. This is the portage into Bear Pond. Alright, as you can see on that sign, we're at the eastern end of the portage from Little Long Pond into Bear Pond. We're going to do a short paddle through Bear Pond and do a portage into Bog Pond. And that's even a shorter paddle. And then we get another small portage, and then we're up in the Upper St Regis Lake. And then we're done with portages until our return trip. Alright, just finishing up Bear Pond, and I can actually see Bog Pond from Bear Pond. I'm ready when you are. I gotta get the handle, so just careful. Coming out in the Bog Pond. It's definitely a bog. It's cold too. It's the coldest one we've been in. It's called cotton grass. See those cotton balls? Alright, we've reached the end of the portages. This is the last little bit of Bog Pond. And we're heading into Upper St Regis Lake now. We're in the last little stretch, and we gotta come back all the way through here. I don't think the canoe cart would have helped. Just hug this left side and we'll cut. There's a small little channel we can cut through. Really, I didn't expect it to be so nice out here actually. I thought it would be louder. We're gonna have to bring it up. All right, we just made it to the takeout for the Teddy Roosevelt Trail on the St Regis Fire Tower Trail. And it hasn't been easy, I gotta say. This trip has been a little bit harder than I thought it was gonna be. All the takeouts are kind of a pain. This one's totally a pain. So look for the dock as you come out of the Ward Island little narrow passage. Look for the dock on your left-hand side, and that's where the trailhead starts. And you head up this way. Right in the middle of the steep part. The last part of this climb is a steep, kind of straight up pitch, but most of the elevation gain is done. Everybody's doing good.
Let's climb.
Last little stretch here. All right, mountain's starting to flatten off. Almost to the very end here. All right, we're coming up. You can see the very top of the tower there. There's the fire tower, St Regis Fire Tower. All right, let's go up the fire tower now. You got fish pond down there. Looking back at that's Long Pond. It's Hole Pond. Upper St Lake. St Regis Pond. Little Clear Pond. It's green in the foreground. Lake Clear behind that. And then you get into, there's a little long pond. You can kind of see Upper St Regis Lake is that most of that water body there. You got white face in the distance there, the clouds. All right, this trip is taking us much too long, but we really have nowhere to be. So we're just leaving the fire tower now. This is an awesome hike, I gotta say. If you have never done St. Regis Fire Tower, do this. It's a hike for all ages. It's a cool hike for kids. Fun hike for kids.
And like, maybe cook that on the fire. Okay. If it's not
I mean, you have your grate.
Yeah. Careful, mommy. Very slippery.
Is this from the rain or is there like always a stream? I feel like this is always. You have his photo over there?
Yep. All right, this is the junction for the Teddy Roosevelt Trail, which you should look for because you could easily miss this. There's a down tree and the trail goes up kind of obscured. There is a sign that says Spring Bay. which is where your canoe is if you came in the way we went. Up and over this hill, and then it's all downhill from there. Good job, bud. Whoa, that's a nice move. All right, it's the last climb. Now it's just down this hill, and we're back to the put-in on Upper St Regis. All right, get the boat back in, do these portages, and we're back to our campsite. All right, we're crossing Spring Bay, heading back into that little passage next to Ward Island, and we'll be heading into Bog Pond before we know it.
The top one's the cormorant, right?
They are.
That one's a different color. Yeah, but they all have the same shape and color. That one's just
Maybe younger.
One of my favorites.
It's like something out of a movie where the person's about to take a bite and then a seagull just comes down. Yeah.
There's a hornbuck.
Good. All right, we're back in Bog Pond, and we're just going to beeline it through these quickly. This is warm, huh? It's amazing how much colder that one is. All right, zip around the bend here in Bear Pond, and before we know it, we're gonna be back at Little Long Pond. All right, we're back in Little Long Pond, and I'm gonna make quick work of this one. Just finishing coming through Little Long Pond, and here, got a view of where we just were. There on that right mound, you can see the fire tower, maybe in the camera. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up. But we were just up there not too long ago. We made good time getting back over here. All right, heading back into Green Pond. All right, we're back in Green Pond. This is the last pond before St Regis Pond, and we're one of the first campsites once you get back in the pond. So, almost the end of the trip here. It's been a long day.
It's 7:45.
It was a good trip, though. These are like, you'll always remember this one. Back into St Regis Pond. It's a short little portage. Check yourself for leeches, guys. We're back at camp. Long Pond Mountain in the distance. We just did St Regis.